of Himanjali Gautam. The Advocates League is an initiative which is devoted to work in the field of legal research, its publications, organizing conferences and seminars on various topics of contemporary relevance. The Advocates League is an ISSN-approved journal. This organization is an outcome of the collective aspiration and ideas of its members. With the evolution of society, the law and legal system has to respond accordingly. Hence, the legal education also has to respond, evolve, and reform itself simultaneously. The Advocates League will act as a means and platform to cater the change and reform in legal education. The Advocates League is a research organization having a team of students and alumni of various law colleges and universities of the country. We are blessed to have well-reputed professors and practicing advocates as members of our editorial board. With a dedicated team and mission to bring meaningful reform in legal education, we commit ourselves to excellence. This initiative also aims to provide legal aid and fundamental rights and liberties and make a difference in the society. We are blessed to have guidance and network of leading advocates, legal professionals, and eminent personalities in this regard as members of our advisory council. It also seeks to provide a platform for every law student to have their opinion and research, writings, and academic work recognized and accredited. The Advocates League is also providing law students the best internship opportunities under our internship programs. For Summer Internship Program 2021, the Internship Management Committee has the guidance of Ms. Himanjali Gautam, Advocate Supreme Court of India as Patron-in-Chief, and Mr. Amit Kumar Singh Sir, Advocate Delhi High Court as Co-Patron-in-Chief. Now I have the pleasure to introduce and welcome respected Chief Guest and Guest of Honor for today's inaugural ceremony. It is a great pleasure for me to extend my warm wishes on behalf of the Advocates League. I welcome all the respected guests for the inaugural ceremony of Summer Internship Program 2021. At this glorious moment, it is my honor to welcome the respected chief guest of today's ceremony, Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan Sir, former Chief Justice of India, and guest of honor, Ms. Swarabhatimam, Additional Solicitor General of India. Thank you so much, Your Lordship and Ma'am, for accepting our invitation and gracing the ceremony by your valuable presence. I would also like to welcome Ms. Himanjali Gautam Ma'am, Advocate Supreme Court of India and Patron-in-Chief of Internship Management Committee, and Mr. Amit Kumar Singh Sir, Advocate Delhi High Court and Co-Patron-in-Chief of Internship Management Committee as special guests. We are very blessed and thankful to all the guests for joining the ceremony. Mr. Amit Kumar Singh Sir is a learned advocate and is currently practicing in the field of criminal law, family law, and constitutional law at the High Court of Delhi and is an associate of CCA Legal. Sir has an working experience in the field of law for more than 3 years. Now I would request and invite Sir to say a few words. Sir, please, you are muted, sir. Sir, please unmute yourself.
Good evening. Thank you for your warm welcome. It is my honor and privilege to be here with the Honourable former Chief Justice of India, Additional Solicitor General of India, and my learned advocate. I am thankful to the Advocate League for inviting me. It is a good initiative towards self-development as well as social development on which the pillars of any nation stand. Internship provides the first-hand experience in the legal profession and a close look at the day-to-day responsibility that comes with being a lawyer. A student will have the opportunity to speak with lawyers and pick their brains. I hope all the applicants will perform their duties very well and enjoy the atmosphere of the internship under the SIP in collaboration with Chambers of Himanjali Gautam. So far your stay over here with them, my best regards and wishes are always with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would now request Mr. Abhishek Jaiswal, co-convener of the Advocates League and program head of Summer Internship Program 2021, to give a brief introduction about the internship program.
Greetings to the dignitaries and a very warm good evening to one and all present. I hope I am visible and audible to everyone. I am Abhishek Jaiswal, co-convener at Advocates League and program head of the Summer Internship Program 2021. At this occasion, it is a great pleasure for us to have Honourable Justice Kj Balakrishnan sir, former CJI as chief guest of this inaugural ceremony, and Ms. Swarabhatimam, Additional Solicitor General of India as chief guest as guest of honor of today's session. I welcome Sir and Ma'am. We also have today with us Ms. Himanjali Gautam Ma'am, Advocate Supreme Court of India, and Mr. Amit Kumar Sir, Advocate Delhi High Court, as a special guest for today's ceremony. This year, Summer Internship Program will be conducted under mentorship of Sir and Ma'am. So without much ado, now I would like to give a brief introduction about the Advocates League Summer Internship Program 2021 in collaboration with Chambers of Himanjali Gautam. It is my great pleasure to share with you all that for this year, we have received more than 350 registration across the country for Summer Internship Program. But due to our pre-decided maximum interns capacity, we have to make it only 100. Interns are selected through a crucial selection procedure via their curriculum vitae, SOPs, and interviews in some cases. Further, I would like to convey that this year, interns will be mainly assigned to do work like research activity, bail application, plaint, written statement, NIA complaint, and as well as legal notice drafting. These all tasks will be guided by mentors and followed by the lectures and workshops just day before the location of the task. At the end of internship, an internship conduct report will also be prepared by the Internship Management Committee of the Advocates League on the basis of interns' performance to complete the task within their prescribed time, as well as their utter diligence and hard work, as we all know that there is no substitute to the hard work. I have a very hard feeling that the day when the internship will be over, every intern of this internship program will surely have something in their hand beside the certificate. They will surely get to learn something new things. This could only be possible through this internship program. From research to drafting, lectures, this internship will be full of enthusiasm and practical one. The only thing which is expected from this internship program from our interns is due diligence in work and disciplines towards each other. So I hope that all the interns will enjoy this internship program and get something to learn from this internship. So I wish all the best to all the interns. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Chambers of Himanjali Gautam, started in the year 2016, is managed by Himanjali Gautam ma'am. Ms. Himanjali Gautam ma'am is an advocate at the Supreme Court of India. She has been handling cases independently since 2016 and had worked as legal counsel for various notable individuals and organizations, including Zoom developers. She has been president of Law Center 2, Faculty of Law, University of Delhi, and best student, Daulat Ram College for overall extraordinary performances in extracurricular activities and academics. She has also authored several articles and appears frequently on various national news channels on issues of national importance. I now request Himanjali Gautam ma'am to say a few words. Ma'am, you are not audible. If you could please unmute yourself.
Sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Respected Chief Guest, Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan, sir, Guest of Honour Swarabhatimam ma'am, and our special guest Mr. Amit Kumar Singh, all the office bearers of the Advocates League Summer Internship Program. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. It feels great to be a part of this event that includes such legal luminaries. I'm actually feeling very humbled and proud that I'm sharing this platform with Justice Balakrishnan, Swarabhatimam, ma'am, and Mr. Amit Kumar Singh. Justice Balakrishnan, it's such an honor to have you here. Your tenure in the Supreme Court and the NHRC have shaped the course of law and liberty in our country. Your role in upholding civil liberties regarding narco analysis and investigation stands as evidence to this. Aishwarya Bhati ma'am, I'm your fangirl. I think I saw you for the first time in 2013 when I was a fresher. You are an epitome of grace, dignity, the way you carry yourself in court and the way you present the matters, the kind of knowledge you have on different subjects. As someone who has been a part of landmark cases like the Babita Punia case, which redefined the rights of female officers in the army, you're truly an inspiration to all of us. We are eager to hear from both of you about how students can channel their careers in law to affect meaningful change in society. I also appreciate the Advocates League for giving me this opportunity and making me a part of their team. These platforms are very much needed, especially during these adverse times, which provide people with guidance online, virtually. The Advocates League has launched a summer internship program 2021. It offers law students across the globe, across the country, to intern under the guidance of the Internship Management Committee. I wish we had more of such platforms when I was a student, because I, being a first generation lawyer who's not from Delhi, I got a chance to see Supreme Court for the first time physically after getting a law degree. So I went there for an interview at Praveen Parikh's chamber, and I think that was the first time when I saw Supreme Court. And I must tell you that I got really starstruck, and then there's no coming back. This program provides students with a certificate on completion of the internship and internship conduct report prepared by the committee, as well as an opportunity to publish their research article. Also, I'll tell you that being a part of internship program, though Advocates League has already highlighted the kind of things we are going to do, we are going to draft, we are going to do research, and there are n number of activities. But apart from that, Chambers of Himanjali Gautam also came up with an initiative called Bhaili on 8th of March, which was Women's Day this year, where we provide legal aid to needy women virtually. And apart from that, during COVID also, students have worked, it was not a part of their curriculum, but we provided help to the needy. We use the channel which we have, since, we have interns from all the law colleges in the country. So, yeah. The virtual experience also breeds the habit of students to take their initiative and manage their own time. This proactive attitude towards work is a skill that will surely benefit them in future. Online internships also impart skills of using communication platforms like Zoom, Slack, Dropbox, etc. effectively. This is a great asset since these tools are used by firms and offices daily. The project-based work that online internships involve help build skills of teamwork and an understanding of an active work ethic. On the other hand, employers can hire a diverse set of interns from all over the country. So I hope that all the law students, all the law interns, they benefit from this internship program. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words. Ms. Aishwarya Bhati, ma'am, is a senior advocate at the Supreme Court of India and currently holding the office of Additional Solicitor General of India. She has a total professional standing of 23 years at the bar. She has graduated from JNV University, Jodhpur, and was a gold medalist. She had been panel lawyer of Supreme Court Legal Service Committee, Supreme Court Middle Income Group Legal Aid Society, and amicus curiae. She was counsel for the High Court of Delhi in Supreme Court and then held the position of former Additional Advocate General for the state of UP in the Supreme Court of India from 2017 to 2020. Ma'am was advocate on record of the Supreme Court of India for 13 years prior to designation as a senior advocate, and then she was designated as a senior advocate by the Supreme Court of India in March 2019. Ma'am was appointed as Additional Solicitor General of India in the year 2020. Apart from this, she was elected twice as the Secretary of the prestigious Supreme Court Bar Association in December 2013 and again in December 2014 with a record margin. Now I would request Ms. Aishwarya Bhati ma'am to address the virtual gathering.
Thank you very much, and I must apologize for for the inconvenience. I'm actually on the highway. I could not avoid this. I had to be on the highway, so I am looking like this. So I'll keep my video off. But my warm greetings to all of you, and my deepest regards to Honourable Chief Justice, former Chief Justice Balakrishnan Saab. Himanjali rightly pointed out that his era as Chief Justice, and in fact his judgeship at the Supreme Court of India, laid down some very pivotal landmark judgments and a new era of social engineering, so to speak. I was privileged to be part of that era, to experience that. And one thing I must tell you, I mean, Honourable Chief Justice has been wonderful to young lawyers while he was on the bench, and even today his patronage continues to all the young students of law for accepting accepting all positive attributes and endeavors that go on in making the life of a young law student productive and more useful. So my salute to you, sir, for taking out your time and energy for these wonderful endeavors. These go a very long way for young students who are embarking on a journey as young students of law. Himanjali spoke very kind words for me. I'm extremely fond of her myself. I feel very proud when young women lawyers work with so much of passion and so much of dedication. And I feel that all the talk that happens about less representation of women in the higher constitutional courts, both as practicing lawyers and on the bench, and different portfolios, important portfolios, all that will become a part of the past when such inspiring young women lawyers are going to perform so well and work their way up in the echelons of judiciary. So my good luck to you. And so far as this platform is concerned, Himanjali mentioned again that I wish there were platforms like this when she was doing law. Well, I wish there were programs like internship when we were doing law. When we were doing law, there was no internship at all. So I did not even have an occasion to do any internship. But it's great that all these opportunities have opened up. And the significance of these opportunities grows many folds during such difficult and crucial times when the whole world is suffering under a pandemic, and India is still reeling under and trying to get over this second wave that we have seen of the pandemic. All that I can tell to all my fellow young students of law is that law is not just a profession. Law is not just a livelihood. Law is a way of life. Law is an extension of your personality. Law allows you to discover yourself, to find your meaning, and to actually be a small contributor in the walk of life, in humanity, towards your nation, towards our colleagues, fellow citizens. So to understand law as a profession, we have to appreciate that when we are choosing law, then we are choosing to become students of law for life. And that actually is the defining moment for us. And it's not just the knowledge of law that is going to be really the path defining subject for all of us. What really defines us is the cross section of law with social sciences. I strongly believe that lawyers are like social engineers. We are like social doctors, social teachers, social healers, social tailors. So society's fabric is what we need to understand and work with very, very closely. And I wish you all the very best. I hope that you uphold the rich traditions of this very noble profession, and I wish you enjoy yourself in the process. And I just wish to tell you one last thing. There are three. If there are three hallmarks of this profession to make it, to make a place for yourself, and those three hallmarks are three capital H's. So if you can just, they have worked in my journey, so I just want to share those three capital H's with you. First capital H is the H of honesty. I think honesty is an absolute requirement in the profession. It requires unimpeachable integrity from a person, and honesty is not really honesty in like you have to be honest in your pursuits, but it has to be honesty of character, honesty towards the profession, honesty towards your client, honesty towards the brief, the cause that you pick up. So that is a sine qua non and an absolute must for anybody to embark on this journey as a student of law. The second capital H is that of hard work. It is absolutely important for hard work to go on with hand in glove with honesty, because without hard work, and legal profession is not a profession that that's easy to set up. It's a profession that is very rigorous. It is going to take a lot of dedication, complete involvement, and not just of your hands on brain. You will have to throw yourself into the profession. That is how the profession becomes what it really can become for each individual. So the second H is of hard work, and the third capital H is of humility. And that lesson of humility becomes even more important as we progress and proceed in life. And it becomes even more important because when a tree, there's a saying in our culture that when a tree bears fruits, it has to be जिस पेड़ पे फल लगे होते हैं उस पेड़ को झुकना बहुत जरूरी होता है, क्योंकि अगर वो पेड़ झुकता नहीं है तो उसमें वो आंधी, हवा, पानी, तूफान से उसके सारे फल टूट जाते हैं. So humility is the most important attribute along with honesty and humility, honesty and hard work for the profession of law. That's what it takes. I hope that these three learnings become keywords for you also. They've worked for me, and I hope that you enjoy your journey yourself too. Thank you so very much for having me here.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words. Now I have the privilege to introduce Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan sir, former Chief Justice of India, as chief guest of the ceremony. Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan sir, born on 12th May 1949, was the former chairperson of National Human Rights Commission of India. He is a former Chief Justice of India. His Lordship was the first judge from Kerala to become the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. His tenure, lasting for more than 3 years, has been one of the longest in the Supreme Court of India. In 2010, he was conferred with the honorary doctorate by Cochin University of Science and Technology. His Lordship finished school at the Government High School, Vietnam. Subsequently, he joined Maharaja's College of Ernakulam, where he studied for his BSc. He took his Bachelor's of Laws LLB degree from the Government Law College, Ernakulam, and enrolled as an advocate in the Kerala Bar Council in 1968, beginning practice at the Munsif's Court, Vietnam. He then completed his LLM in 1971. As an advocate, Lordship pleaded both criminal and civil cases in the Ernakulam Court. His Lordship was later appointed as a Munsif in the Kerala Judicial Service in 1973. His Lordship later resigned from these services and resumed practice as an advocate in the Kerala High Court. In 1985, Lordship was appointed as the judge of the Kerala High Court and was transferred to the Gujarat High Court in 1997. His Lordship became the Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court in 1998, and in 1999 he assumed charge as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Judicature at Madras. While being Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court, he also discharged duties of Governor of Gujarat for about 2 months, and also as a member of the General Council of the Gujarat National Law University. In 2008, his Lordship was appointed as the Judge of the Supreme Court. His Lordship was sworn in as the Chief Justice of India on 14 January 2007 by then President APJ Abdul Kalam. After his retirement in 2010, Lordship has served as the Chairman of the National Human Rights Commission from 7 June 2010 to 11 May 2015. Without much ado, I now humbly request Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan sir to enlighten us with his words.
Mr. Amit Kumar, Delegate of Delhi, Ms. Aisha Badi, Ms. Himachali Gautam, and distinguished members of the Advocates League is really very, very wonderful because in this pandemic time, many of them are wasting their valuable time. And then you have thought of having an association that to develop the law, study law, having research, legal drafting and all. So this is, and you have got the guidance of people like Aishwarya and Himanjali Gautam and all. They are all very brilliant lawyers. I really miss this brilliant performance of these people in the court after retirement. So they are all helpful. Make use of them. Don't leave them. They make use of their talents and try to improve your profession. It's a very, very competitive profession. The legal profession is competitive. So you have to chisel your talents, chisel your all your material and be ready. Every time you should, very, very important that you should, you read when you're reading, you must be very careful. Don't simply reading something. You have to select the books which you read. You have to find out the good books, the good author. Then only you start don't simply reading something is only waste of time. You select your books and read and understand things. It is very, very important. Reading and continue to read. That is, you shall never whatever be there. Even if you are a busy lawyer, after some time, then only you must find some time to, because law is a developing. It's a dynamic thing. It's developing. Now what you think today may not be the line of thinking on the next day or next year. So it is necessary that you should continue to read and understand things. That is very, very important. That all this time you are being a competitive profession, you have to, as Aishwarya said, you have to be honest, you have to be hard work, you have to show your talents. All is very, very essential in the profession because out of India has got the largest number of lawyers. The more lawyers than the United States. India has got the lawyers. So one has to be something to be noted. And India, I don't know what this is going to happen for our judicial system because after this pandemic, we are not able to dispose of large number of cases. Large number of cases are pending in various trial courts. How much time it will take to complete the trial and dispose of these cases? It requires your complete cooperation, and we require large number of judges in this country. So you have to be ready to, even when your call comes, you have to be ready to be a presiding officer also. It is also a very enterprising. It is good to be a judge. It is one of the best profession. So you don't, when you get that opportunity, don't leave it. So the legal drafting is also, you have to, and basic things you have to understand. When you are asked to find for draft a written statement, you must know that what is the Order 6 rules of the Order 6, what are the basic law relating to pleadings? What are the pleadings? Why, how you have to write the written statement? What are the pleading? What are the necessity or how you have to deny the contentions given in the plaint? These are all very basic things you have to understand. Whenever you, even if a small thing, somebody comes to you to send a notice, you have to understand it, and then don't create any embarrassing situation to your client. So you have to be careful And whenever somebody asks you someday, you can of course refer to the books later and tell the profession is very challenging. So that is why when a group of young lawyers they entered the profession, went to the great jurist Felix Frankfurter. Then he asked, what we have to do? What should we do? Then Felix Frankfurter said, lead your clients to the channels of wisdom. So your duty is to lead your clients to the channels of wisdom. You are the epitome of wisdom. You are the person to advise them, guide them in their all problems. The embarrassing situation he is facing. All are not legal problems, but every household problems, matrimonial problems, financial problems, all is a shade of legal knowledge is required to solve it. You have to advise them, give proper guidance to them, not to give a fighting spirit to them. You have to solve, you have to protect the interests of the client, protect the rights, and how to save him from the situation. So that is why you have to lead them to the channels of wisdom. That is what is required of a lawyer. It is very important that you should show that wisdom. You should encourage them and to do the right thing. He does not know what to do. So he comes to you and asks you, I am faced with such a problem. Then you have to give. So that talent is to be created, for which, and as a legal practitioner, you have to speak good English. That is also a very, very good thing. You have to the English also in all when you prepare for the law examination. Also the same thing. That is just like, not that we can all become like KL Misra. KL Misra wrote the examination, and after valuing his papers, it was said, it is the Englishman who conquered India, but it is only KL Misra who conquered English. That was the comment made by after his reading his papers. So we cannot always become KL Misra, but we should be able to know without making mistakes. You should be able to, because all courts are, all arguments are everything in English. So we should be able to impress upon language is very important. You have to be very careful. And this is not that good education, very best education is not required. All this could be practiced by reading. But reading, I would again and again emphasize, reading the right material. That is, you have to read. There are very, very eminent persons, jurists wrote books about those books you have to read. That is why we all England report. Lawyers, we should read. All England report decisions are not very binding or binding effect on Indian legal system. But nevertheless, as a lawyer or as a judge, you should continue to read the All England reports. The way of expression, how they decide things, it is all very important. As a judge, these are all very important things. So there are, so you will have to be, and you should also always be, as youngsters. I see the young faces and never get into any complicated these problems. You have to be very careful, and when you are in the company of youngsters, never get into any problem which will ultimately, even a small problem of thing. I hope you understand. Any cases or criminal cases or drug or any of them, you are anything, your life is finished forever. And for small things, your life is finished. So be careful, even if you may have friends who may be indulge in some sort of these of illegal activities or some illicit. They, in the young mind, these are all, they are not very, they don't know the consequences of such a thing. So if anybody is there, prevent him from, ask him to desist from such activities, and he does it. If he is still in it, never keep company with such persons. These are all small, brilliant persons who got into small legal problems or some case, then they are finished forever. So such also as youngsters, as a lawyer, you may have so much of time. Be in a good company always, and you are be very selective in selecting your friends and doing things I am sure that now the legal education is better, far better than the previous years. In all cities, we have got very good colleges. All in Delhi we have got, Bhopal we have got, we have got all cities, Calcutta, Bangalore, Jodhpur, all we have all the excellent colleges are here. So the legal education is very, very good, and very good professors are there. So whatever you got it, but that is not enough. You have to study, because what is happening in college, what you get in college is totally different when you come to the court. You may find it extremely strange situation in court. So you may learn something, but the application of law that is you have to be very careful. And whenever you get time, you go to the court and watch how the seniors argue the case. What is the reaction of the judge? How they answers? What is the question posed by the judge? How they politely the court craft? All these are very, very important. So when you advocates league, you advise important things you have to study. You have to improve your career, and I am sure that you will not feel sorry for having selected this profession. This is a wonderful profession. You can be very, very happy, but you have to work hard, and you have to devote more time, more talent, and you have to improve your talents. That is required, and I am sure that you and your colleagues will be able to do it to the best of your ability. Do it, and I wish all success. And I would happy to associate with your Advocates League, even whenever occasion arises. Thank you very much for inviting me to this function. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my lord. Your words inspired us a lot. It was indeed a pleasure to listen to you. I would now request Mr. Ashish Kumar Rai, President of the Advocates League, to give vote of thanks.
Thank you. Good evening, sir. Chief Guest, Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan, sir, former Chief Justice of India. Guest of Honour, respected Ms. Swarabhatimam, ma'am, Additional Solicitor General for India. Special guest, Ms. Himanjali Gautam, ma'am, Advocate Supreme Court of India, Mr. Amit Kumar Singh, sir, Advocate Delhi High Court, members of the bar, members of the Internship Management Committee, and interns for SIP 2021. An ignited mind is the most powerful weapon on the earth, above the earth, and under the earth. And this is got through education. First of all, I would like to propose hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, His Lordship, Honourable Justice Kj Balakrishnan, sir, former Chief Justice of India, for gracing today's ceremony and delivering the inaugural address. Lordship presence today in this function has immensely enhanced its importance. Thank you, my Lord, for your presence and very interesting and thought-provoking address. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you so much. I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to the respected Ms. Swarabhatimam, ma'am, Additional Solicitor General of India, for gracing this occasion as the guest of honor, Chambers of Himanjali Gautam and the Advocates League. Extremely grateful to you, ma'am, for your insightful address. I also express my sincere thanks to our head of SIP 2021, Ms. Himanjali Gautam, ma'am, and Mr. Amit Kumar Singh, sir, who have taken time out of their busy schedule to attend this ceremony. Lastly, my thanks are due to my colleagues of the Advocates League, Chamber of Himanjali Gautam, particularly of the Internship Management Committee, who has worked with great dedication to make this program a success. Thank you, everyone, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request Honourable Mr. Justice Kj Balakrishnan, sir, to bless the organization with his words of wisdom. Okay. I would request Ms. Swarabhatimam, ma'am, to bless us with her words. Okay, I think due to some network connection, ma'am has lost her connection. Here is an announcement for all the viewers. The Advocates League is organizing second judgment writing and memorial writing competition. The registrations for the competition have already started. Last date to register for the competition is 22nd June 2021. Anyone interested to take part in the competition can register for it by visiting our website www.theadvocatesleague.in. All the details regarding the competition is available on our website. Now, I would request everyone to rise for the national anthem. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the inaugural ceremony. Stay safe and have a great day ahead.